What is eFootball 2026 even about these days? Well, it's been almost 3 months since I last played the game on launch, guys. I have not had any interest in logging back this year because there is obviously no Master League and we're not even getting any updates about it. So this is now simply an online game. They are focusing mostly on the cards and making, profit by selling as many packs as possible. This has turned into mainly a mobile game because that is where they are putting most effort into. But regardless of it, we are still going to be checking out the gameplay here on the console, if I can even call this an next-gen game anymore. They've created a new way of shooting called the low screamer, which is basically like low-driven shots in FC26. Lamine Yamal also has a new custom celebration, which I think is actually also going to perform in real life one of the next time he scores a goal. Recently, I've been kind of obsessed about controlling the goalkeeper, and you can also do this in eFootball 26, but I got a massive surprise when I went into the controls and I wanted to learn some of the, movements and stuff. They literally have like 5-6 things. It's absolutely horrible because back in PES 2021, there was like 20 to 30 different controls, guys. They had one for everything, which once again shows how much this game has fallen over these last few years. They've also got some new licenses for Serie A like Como, Hellas Verona, Parma, Torino and Udinese all have full licenses. And obviously, guys, there is a couple of other new celebrations and small things like that. And, I thought the player faces, at least some of the new ones, looked pretty nice. Anyway, let's get into the most important part of this video, which is the gameplay. As you can see, they just added the new Barcelona kit as well that they used against Real Madrid in the El Clasico. But we will be rocking the away kits here because we will be facing Manchester United at Old Trafford. And they have found some pretty good form recently. So let's see if we can beat them today. We are playing on the Superstar difficulty. Of course, Marcus Rashford is returning to Manchester as well today. And as you can see him here on the ball with a nice back heel. And something that I noticed immediately in this gameplay is the trajectory of the ball felt very different, especially when making long passes. Look at that chance by Lewandowski, man. Imagine if I had scored this already after just a couple of minutes played. But this goalkeeper from United, Lamens, we didn't even know about him a couple of months ago, has literally been one of the main reasons why United are all of a sudden kind of playing pretty good. This was another good save though, nice cross by the AI, but I mean that is just fantastic replay. And Chesney, of course, makes sure that it's still 0-0, but that pass right there by De Jong wasn't successful, but you could see by the movement and how the ball kind of behaves in the air that it was different than the usual pass I have made on this game before. So here we go again, Marcus Rashford, a little bit of movement, but the shot is absolutely going nowhere near the target. So first off, we are having a goalless game so far, but I've got to say, I am enjoying the gameplay. It feels sharp, it feels smooth, and the things that I want to try to go for actually kind of works out as well. We're just missing this goal. Cannot say I had the best performance with Lamine Yamal though, which is kind of similar to how he's been moving in real life recently. He just doesn't look like himself for some reason, but it could be because of injuries or something. I don't know if he's kind of lost the passion. I don't know what's going on with Lamine Yamal, guys. Hopefully he can find his form back again soon. But that was a nice counter-attack by Manchester United. And it is Brian Mbeumo, who is also in fantastic form in real life. But of course, I've got to say some of these cutscenes and stuff look also really nice. I mean, this game is good enough, in my opinion, for it to have a Master League. But I guess there is so many problems about the licensing issues as well. There is United and Arsenal are the only ones in the Prem with a license. So they would also have to add like the edit modes. Of course, if you have PC, like which I'm recording on in this video, you can obviously add mods and these things as well. But honestly, guys, I have no idea what's going on with Master League. They obviously promised us the game mode back in 2023. We are now almost in 2026 and still no information. It is all very, very disappointing stuff. And that is why me and many others are still playing PES 2021, because you can obviously add gameplay mods. You can change up pretty much everything about it. And yeah, it speaks volumes when you are playing like a 5-year-old game instead of efootball 2026, which just came out, guys. I cannot believe I've only been on it one time since launch. That was 3 months ago. Absolutely crazy how far this game has indeed fallen. It is super sad. But anyway, as you can see, we are about to lose my first game of this video. Congratulations to Manchester United. They seem like a totally different team these days, and I just wasn't able to break them down. Even though we created a couple of chances, I thought Lamine Yamal would be more helpful for me, but he was literally ghosting in this game. But cannot say the same about Mbuemo. They need to update his face though, because he doesn't have hair, of course, anymore. As we can see, I went into another one, now using Liverpool. I know these players a little bit more, so let's see if I can perform better in this one. But I'm not going to be facing Manchester United. It will be Burnley. So that is obviously a little bit of a weaker team. I should be able to win this match, guys. So let's see what happens. Here we can see the presentation as well going into this game, which is in the My League game mode. And they've obviously added some new bits of customization, these things as well. It's always nice, but without Master League and the edit mode especially, then yeah, it's got its limitations. Anyway, Salah immediately involved. Nice fake shot there. The defender falls for it. We cross it into Florian Wirtz, and he gets very, very close. A frustrating start to this game, which is exactly how it feels to be a Liverpool supporter in real life these days, guys. But here is Salah with a long shot. Nice curved finesse shot. And unfortunately, once again, it is, yeah, really close. Hits the crossbar, and a very, very unlucky start here. But we keep going. Robertson gets the ball back and goes for the long shot. Yeah, that is something that I enjoyed playing right now. Was long shots, long passes. Even the dribbling, you know, the close control dribbling. I was able to make the AI fall for it quite a few times. And this tackle here by Van Dijk was literally just purely out of frustration that I still haven't scored so far. But we will keep going. Here is Robertson with the special cross, and Isak, yeah, doesn't get to it. He has also had a disappointing start to his Liverpool career, so I made some substitutions. Hugo Ekitike, one of them, he has actually received a new face update, which you saw at the beginning of this video. That is something I've got to give it to Konami, is that, you know, if there is a player, especially a main player with without like a face or something, they obviously update it as fast as possible. But one of the reasons is because they obviously have the digital ones. They don't need face scans and all of this to get the player into the game. But Federico Chiesa literally comes off the bench and scores for me. That's incredible, but it kind of was ruined by this awful celebration, which I'm so tired of seeing now. It's been in the game for so many years, and yeah, it just looks awful to me. But here we have Alisson, nice replay. And yeah, this was a good goal. I tried for the shot there with Salah, and then Frimpong takes it down. Beautiful back post delivery, and the header went into the goal. So Chiesa, cannot believe he's not getting more minutes, guys. I should have actually started him in this match as well. And the slot needs to take some notes, I think. But Gravenberch wins the ball in midfield. We are absolutely dominating this one. Ekitike to Frimpong. There's the special pass. Nice movement on it, and fortunately in the end, I noticed that a lot of my shots went like really far above the goal, which is, yeah, I feel like usually I am a little bit more precise. This cutscene though has to be brand new, because it took me by surprise. Look at the Burnley player throwing the water bottle away, and that was a nice one. A nice little surprise there, and thankfully we don't concede at the very end of the game. So I managed to bounce back, guys, get a victory. And I've got to say, overall, I had fun in both of the matches that I played. Please go ahead and drop your opinions down below and let me know what you think about this gameplay as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video.